Hello and welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Tim and today we're doing a walk around video of our 2010 Holden Commodore SS. Now this is the VE Series 2, this one, and it's a really cool design that we have going on here. I'm going to go through the outside of the car and just show you how good quality this car is in, because it presents absolutely fantastically, especially for a 2010 model. Looking at the front, you do have that iconic VE shape with a nice big black honeycomb grille across the middle here, which really makes the chrome Holden badge just right in the center stand out. Even the way the headlights sort of style in the middle here, they follow the line of the bonnet and everything sort of drags your attention right to the front of the car, really showing off the aggressive stance that this car has. Being the SS as well, it is a nice iconic Australian vehicle. This car does also come with fog lights towards the bottom. As for marks in the front, all I've noticed is maybe one or two stone chips, but they have been touched up. Moving around now to our first premium alloy wheel. Premium alloy wheel is in absolutely fantastic condition, which is really good to see. It's just a testament how well this car has been looked after. This alloy wheel as well does have the 5-spoke design coming into the nice black center. Even the way the lines down here, once again, Holden did a really good job of using lines to help drag your attention to where they wanted it to be. And right here, they got the iconic Holden badge just right in the middle down there, which is really good to see. We do have excellent tread on our tires as well. Moving just back from that, we got the side vent style with our indicator built in there, just above our VE Series 2 badging. Moving over to our mirrors, we do have our color-coded section on our mirrors, but it is two-toned. The red and black theme does work out quite well. One thing I'm surprised about this car is it doesn't have tint fitted to it. Just getting some darkest legal tint fitted to this car would really set off the whole red and black theme going on throughout the rest of the vehicle. As for marks down the side of the car, there's really not much to point out. There's a minor blemish just here, because I will be picky for you guys and just show you any imperfections I do notice with the car, just to give you a really good idea about this vehicle. Our SS badging just down here on the rear door, mirrored on the other side as well. It presents absolutely fantastically. Stopping at our second premium alloy wheel. This one is just as good as the first, with once again excellent tread on our tires. Our fuel filler cap is just here on the driver's side. Moving around now to the back of the car, we do have, with this model, we do have color-coded rear parking sensors as well to make parking up really nice and easy. And just under here, we've got our reverse camera. Our quad exhaust tip do really bring the back end of this car to life. And all you need to do, maybe even get organising us to fit on an aftermarket exhaust to this car to really open up the sound of this engine, would be a really great idea. Right now I think I've left the keys in the car actually. I'll grab the keys and I'll pop the boot for you so we can actually go through the inside of the boot. So with this car we do actually have two keys, which is really good to see. Popping the boot release, the good thing about the Commodores is they do have a lot of space in the back as well, with a nice panel in the middle which drops down so you can load some larger objects in here. We've got our nice factory mats as well in this car to really go in, so I bet you when we sit inside and go through the interior, you'll see that the interior carpet has been fantastically looked after. If I pull on the string and just lift this up, you'll see that underneath here we do have a really nice full-size spare wheel which has never been fitted to the car, which is really good to see. Closing our boot lid back down, even the spoiler really suits this model. I reckon they don't look as good without the spoiler sitting on the back. It really completes the back end of this car. Minor stone chip, just it wiped off. I thought it was a stone chip. There's a minor stone chip here, but otherwise that's all I've noticed on this end of the car. Our third premium alloy wheel is in just as good condition as the other two. Very minor on the very edge mark, but that's about it, with brand new tyres as well. Moving down the passenger side of the car, this side presents just as well as the first, with just a couple of very minor blemishes, possibly just from a door in a car park. Not dents, just minor blemishes. Like I said, I am being picky for you. Coming to our fourth and final premium alloy wheel. Once again, just as good as the last one, just that minor mark here, but otherwise great tread on the tyre. Overall, fantastic condition, especially for a 2010 model. This car presents absolutely fantastically. What I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to pop the bonnet and we're going to go through the engine bay of this car, because no one buys an SS without considering the engine bay, because that's really where the attraction to this model is. While I do go through some of the specs of this car, I do just want you, however, to pay attention to how clean and how well looked after the engine is under here. So we do have our iconic Holden V8. This is the 6-litre V8 motor, which puts out 260 kilowatts of power and 517 newton meters of torque. Behind this, we do have our automatic transmission and a 71-litre fuel tank. Even though this car does put out a nice amount of power, you can still expect to get about 12.6 litres per 100 k's driven, which is pretty good, giving you about 760 kilometres from a full tank of fuel. This car also has a 5-star ANCAP safety rating and 6 standard airbags. Moving to the inside of our car, it looks just as good as the outside does. I'm going to start my way around the inside from the right, moving across. Moving the steering wheel to the right, we do have automatic headlights with this car as well, so your headlight control is just mounted here on the dash. As I mentioned before, 2 keys with this vehicle. Cruise control setting, an indicator here on the right control arm, and over here on the left we do have our windshield wipers. Steering wheel itself is in fantastic condition with very little wear, leather wrapped as well, with a couple of steering wheel control buttons for volume and skipping music on the outside, and your navigation and Bluetooth just here on the inside, and your trip just on that side. Moving now to the middle of the screen, we do have this really nice clear screen just here in the middle, which is touch screen as well, showing you just how good our reverse camera is with nice distance markers there. We do, as I mentioned before, this car has been upgraded with the sat nav as well as leather, so it is an SS. These options were standard on the SSV, but this person has bought the SS and they've just optioned it up that little bit, so they've tailored it to their needs, which is really good for you, because buying this car you do get a few of those extras just mixed in there. We got a nice piano black finish around the outside as well, which is really handy to have, and just completes the inside of the car. And that is mirrored down here with all of our hard buttons. That piano black finish is all around here with our hard buttons for our climate control system. So moving back from that, we've got our traction control button just in front of our automatic shifter. Throwing it into drive and pushing it across, we can now manually shift our gears, giving us that bit of extra flexibility with how we want to drive and making it a bit more sporty drive. Moving just back from that, we've got our side mirror adjustment just here with our auto locking buttons, and all of our electrical window controls just here in the center, which has been standard with the Commodore from earlier days all the way up until the VE Series 2. Handbrake, one thing I'll point out about that, when you drop it down, it does mirror the other side and blend into the center console very nicely. Dual cup holders here in the center, and just moving back from that, we've got a really nice center console area here with a 12-volt socket and a USB port as well, which is just nice area, convenient to keep things in. One thing I'm going to get you to do now is just pan around the inside. Pay attention, like I said before, how good is the carpet on the passenger side of this car. Even the leather has very little marks, if any, on it, with a nice SS logo just into the back of the seat. It'd be hard to see from that angle, but it is just a really good, well looked after interior. The roof lining is even black, a couple of minor marks just here, but otherwise overall pretty good, and a nice sunglasses holder as well. So all in all, the interior of this car presents absolutely fantastically. Thanks for taking the time to watch our walk around video of our 2010 VE Series 2 SS Commodore. I hope this video has answered any questions you have about this vehicle and given you a really good idea on the quality of this vehicle. One last thing I would like to mention is this car, it does qualify for our premium mechanical protection plan, which will give you an extra 5 years mechanical protection for the vehicle and 10 years roadside assistance Australia-wide. If you'd like to know more about our premium mechanical protection plan, please click the link in the description below. But otherwise guys, once again, thanks for watching our walk around video. Berwick Mitsubishi, customer service is where we thrive, so please give us a call at 9907 0555.